Hey there, it's Jazz. So today I went to Ross and Walmart in like 1 hour. I was able to make this much profit. And this is just proof to you that you can use this as a side hustle or even make this a full-time gig. Now, I will be showing you today exactly step by step on how the whole process of uploading it and being able to ship it to Amazon. On top of that, I'm going to show you the products that I bought and the reason why I bought them. So hopefully I'm able to bring you value. On top of that, I just want to kind of like walk you through the whole process because as a beginner, you're probably super confused and you really don't understand why everything is restricted on you. And I'm going to show you exactly what you can do if you are a new seller, and hopefully I'm able to bring you value. So if I do, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, but most importantly, leave a comment down below and let me know if you have any questions with the whole journey of becoming an Amazon seller, using Inventory Lab and all that good jazz. With that being said, let's get to the whole products and let me go over the whole process of uploading this on Amazon and of course getting that money. Before I start showing you the product, I do want to talk about one little gold nugget, which is ranking. Now, usually whenever I am out searching for products, I always try to go below 10% because that just means that even if these products don't sell in a month, they will eventually sell between 3 to 6 months. But I also use Keepa. Keepa shows me exactly what third parties are actually selling it at, which is the buy box. Is Amazon selling it? Like all that good jazz, all that information on a graph, which I will make a video in the future. But I just want to tell you that whenever I am looking for products, my whole goal is to stay between 10% to 1. The more close I can get to 1% and still be able to make profit, the better. But there are some items like books and like all that good jazz that sometimes you gotta get into the 3-6%. But I will say that Nike is one of those products where you can actually always most likely be in the 1%. So just wanted to give you that little information before we actually take a look at the products I actually got. So this is what I basically bought at Ross and Walmart. Walmart was just basically this. Anything that is in clearance. Now these, I believe these were in like the 3%, and these were in the 3% too. I also was able to buy these, and this one only gives me like $1.50 of profit, but they were on clearance for $1, so I said, why not? And my always go-to is Nike. I am a huge Nike fan. I love everything that has to do with Nike, and they always give me profit. Now, these ones were a little iffy. I wasn't sure if I should get them because they were high ranking, and I was checking out Keepa, and it looks like they have not been selling for, I believe, like 6 months ago. They have been selling, but before that, they haven't. So I was a little iffy about that. But yeah, let me show you exactly how I upload this and how much I was able to actually make. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you do open up Inventory Lab is you want to create a new badge. And the one thing that they will ask you is, are you going to be packing this individual or case packed? Now, if I was selling, like, for example, these, if I was selling like 40 or 50, I would, of course, pick the case packed. But because I'm going to try to put all of these products into one box, I'm gonna put individual, and then from there all you gotta do is scan it. Now this one did cost me like around like 20-30 bucks, I can't remember, but the reason why I love this is because if I put it down, it automatically scans it in, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Now I know my internet takes forever. You always want, usually whenever I am selling something new and I've never sold this one before, I always click on it and it'll take me straight to the exact home page, making sure that I am only going to be selling one of these, because sometimes you will have items where they ask you to sell it in 4 or 5 or in 2-pack. And I always want to make sure that before I upload it that I am selling the correct one. And it looks exactly like this, so we are good. So we're gonna go ahead and click select. Now as you can see, the buy a box right here is at $17.75, but let's just go here to the average cost, and this actually cost me $5. And where did I buy this? I bought this at Walmart. Let me click that, perfect. And then the day that we purchased it was yesterday, today, perfect. It does not have an expiration date because it's not anything you can consume or put on your face. So all of that is pretty good. From there on, right here, if we look on the right side, it's gonna say List price, right, $17.75, net profit $7, and your ROI, which is 140 with 60. Because here's a cool thing when you are doing FBA, as you can see here on the left, this is fulfilled by merchant. So anyone who is like sending it from their house directly to the customer. As you can see here, there's no FBA people actually selling it. So we most likely will get the buy box, especially when it comes to anyone who has a Prime. So that's pretty good. For now, I'm gonna leave it at the $17.75, and once it hits the Amazon warehouse, I will keep an eye on it, only because it is at 700 in ranking, and I want to make sure that I'm able to sell it really fast. So if I have to drop it to 47, let me see, how much would it be if I dropped it to 14.76? I would still be making $4.49. To be honest, I'll leave it at the buy box, and then I'll come back and I'll check it to see if it's not selling in a couple of days. Once it hits the warehouse, then I'll drop it at $14.76, because I mean, I'm still making a really high ROI on my $5 that I got in clearance. So another thing that I do want to talk about is anything that is apparel or that can get, excuse me, dirty at the warehouse. You always want to put it into a poly bag. Not only will this protect your product, but it can potentially help you get a better review when the customer does receive it. Just always make sure that it's like airtight and like it doesn't open. I only got 2 hats, but I always try my best to take out all the air. And of course, when you're gonna put the sticker, always try to put it in a place where you know that the Amazon employees are able to actually scan it and be able to see it, and like just like that, that's basically it. And it's gonna, the customers are going to receive it in clean, just the way you would want to receive it. You always want to put yourself in a situation where your customers are in, like in their shoes, because I'm pretty sure if you get a hat or a t-shirt or something, you never want it to be dirty. That kind of turns you off. You're just like, I just paid this money and I got this product all dirty, and then you don't ever, and then you might even leave a bad review telling other customers that the product is dirty. So that's one thing you don't want to do. You always want to put yourself in the situation. And as a customer from Amazon, you probably have ever bought something from Amazon and you're like, okay, this was bad. That's pretty much it. Okay, so now we're gonna scan these puzzles to see how much so these were $3.50, and I have 3 of these, and we bought these yesterday, and nope, this was Walmart. Has no expiration date. As you can see right here, the buy box is at $18. Everyone in the FBA is selling it at $18, which is pretty good. And we're getting a really good ROI. Now, the one little trick that I will say that I love to do is just basically put $17.99 because the buy box is at $18 and I'm just getting 1 cent less. And I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be able to get the buy box because I'm the lowest by 1 cent. So that's my little trick. So now I put 3, right? Correct? I put 3, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and add to batch. And my little Dymo printer, label writer thing. One thing that I love to do is always put it, you always wanna put it where the UPC code is, because what makes everything really efficient for employees at Amazon is to just have one barcode that they have to scan, because they are scanning to make sure that that's the correct item that they are actually going to be giving to their customer. So always try to find the UPC code and put the sticker on it, just like that. We're gonna sell this. I'm about to put the stickers on this Honest Beauty product, and it kind of reminded me of a value that I want to always implement in my life, which is be honest with yourself primarily, like what you want in life. Be honest with the people around you. Life gets so much better once you realize who you are and what you desire and what makes you fulfilled and happy. Stop trying to be someone that you're not. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, straight, gay, purple, disabled. Be honest and be your authentic self. At the end of the day, being honest to who you are is way greater than pretending to be someone that you're not to satisfy the world. But yeah, let's get back to it. As you can tell, I made $236.71 of profit, and my total buy cost was $319. That right there is around 73% ROI, around there. And the average sales rank was actually pretty good. I stayed at 116,000. The total sales value is at 885. And right there, just for an hour, $236 of profit is really good if you ask me. Now, of course, that profit will vary depending on if I have to go lower on any of these items, but I'm pretty sure since they are really good in ranking, I won't have to do anything. I just have to wait for it to be bought by a customer, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to get those $200 of profits in a month. Now, I will say that just by doing this 1 hour is pretty good. Now, imagine if you're able to Now, imagine if I was able to go to different stores all around Arizona, and $200, let's say for 8 hours, 2 times 8, 1,600 right there. I could have easily done that. Now, of course, it depends on each store and what each store has and provides. But I'm pretty sure that if you need a side hustle or you just need extra cash, that with Amazon, you're able to create this side hustle, especially if you already have a good job and you just need extra cash. Just to pay your bills or any of that good jazz. So hopefully I was able to bring you value. The cool thing about Inventory Lab is that whenever I am putting in my product, it already calculates the shipping, the box, all that good stuff. So I already have a good idea of what my expenses are and how much profit I'm going to be getting at the end of the day. So that's why I recommend for you to eventually get Inventory Lab, is because with Amazon Seller app, you do know how much you're making with profit, but you're not including sales tax, you're not including, the boxes and all that good jazz, and that can actually eat up your profit. So being able to use a tool like Inventory Lab is really good in the long run, because you're able to actually see, am I going to be able to get the profit that I'm looking at? If not, how much am I actually getting? Now, of course, the boxes that I have over there, if I have to use 3 or 4 boxes, each box costs me less than $1. So if I have to use 5 boxes, that's $5. From 236, I'll still get $230. And with the shipping, let's say that I have to pay $5, $7 to ship each item. If I have $230 left, let's say that I have to do 5 boxes, and each box will cost me $5 of shipping. That's 5 times 5 is 25. So I'll be left with still $200 after the whole expense thing. So to me, making $200 an hour is pretty good. You can't even make $200 working as a supervisor in construction, like making $50 per hour. Like, that to me is wild, the fact that I can just do this in an hour, come back here, and then make $200. And like, if you put it with the time that you consume to stick up the stickers, pack them, prep them, put them in online, and actually take it to the UPS, which is like literally 2 minutes away from my house, that right there would be 2 hours. And the worst case scenario is that I get $100 per hour of my time. That right there is mind blowing. So if I'm not convincing you, I don't know what else will. Of course, you do have to pay taxes, don't get me wrong, but to me, you're going to pay taxes whether you are a W-2 or a 1099 or a self-employed. You're still going to be paying taxes. The whole goal here is that you don't have a limit to how much money you could be making per day, per hour. It really just depends on what you can actually sell, what's available to you in your area, because you can also do online arbitrage. So if you are somewhere in the middle of nowhere like Montana, you're still able to actually do online arbitrage, be able to look at Walgreens, Walmart, and have it ordered to your house, and then basically ship it to any Amazon warehouse. So if you're in the US and you need a side hustle, like, I don't know what else to tell you. this has been one of the things where I work for myself. If I need to make $1,000 a week, or I have to make 2,000, I am in control of how much I'm profiting at the end of the day. It just comes to work ethic and being able to actually put in the time and energy to either do retail or online arbitrage. There's really no excuse. You probably spend like 2 hours a day on social media. Why not instead spend it on looking for products and be able to flip them on Amazon? Now, hopefully I was able to bring you some value, and if I did, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment on any questions you have. I'll do my best to either answer it right there or make a video based on your question. But with that being said, I am extremely grateful that you made it to the end, and always be someone that makes you happy.